What about methylene blue? This is something that I recently did some experimentation with, and it's purported to be an antibiofilm. I'm assuming there's probably some in vitro data, at least mechanistically. I have to say, cognitively, for me, I felt fantastic on methylene blue. And I know it's also purported to help with mitochondrial
Exactly.
function. And so that may not be surprising. You're using
Yeah.
methylene blue orally,
Yeah.
IV, both. And I'm assuming you're hitting a pretty decent dose for the antibiofilm. I know Marty Ross recommends 50 milligrams up to two
Yeah.
times per day.
Sometimes
What are you
more.
doing? What are you noticing?
Because it has, the studies show that it has Bartonella activity, anti-Bartonella, particularly the stationary phase of Bartonella. So it's a tool for killing, for, yeah, like you said, biofilm for mitochondria. You probably used, do you recall what your dosing? Did you use like 5, 10, 15 milligrams?
I had
Okay.
tablets that were 15 per tablet. I started with a Troscript, actually, if you can see
Oh,
that
oh,
my tongue is blue. So
okay.
the Troscript, shout out to Dr. Scott Scher, who gave me some samples. I think this is more so for if you're trying to get a little bit of
Right.
a cognitive buzz, but you can't really go high when you're using the absorption through the tongue. You can get maybe 16 milligrams. But it's inconvenient, right? Having the blue
Yeah.
tongue is a little bit weird. So I used pills that were 15 milligrams and two of those a pop
Oh,
twice
okay.
per day. And yeah, I felt a nice benefit from them. I noticed when bedtime came, I was energetic all day. And then at 10:30, 11, I was just ready to go to bed. So I had a nice
Right.
response to methylene blue.
Okay.
Although after about a week, I started getting some joint pain. And
Oh.
this hints at something that I'll just briefly touch on, which is I think I was over supplementing in trying to improve my health. I think I've had a little bit of an issue with Bartonella over maybe the past year. How this transpired was lots of
Mhm.
stress. And then I think I needed some antiviral and anti-Bartonella support. And I probably got over that pretty
Mhm.
quickly, given a quick response. But I said, well, let me do everything I can to get myself as healthy as possible. And I didn't stop using the supplements. I think I overtreated and I started reacting to things. And I think it's because I taxed my
Mhm.
liver. So one of the things I've seen is response. And then I start having signs of liver toxicity, redness in the eyes, joint pain, at least as I've been able to tell. So a quick lesson, I don't
Oh,
want to take the floor too much away from you, Tanya, but there is such a
oh,
thing as over-supplementation. And as much as I've said this on the podcast, I've also learned it myself, which is why in the clinic we try to be good about not just giving people handfuls of supplements. So methylene blue, good for a while, but I think and as I'm doing now, need to chill out with the stuff that I'm taking and be careful not to overtreat.
and I wonder, just to give you another perspective, if I may,
Please,
I wonder in some
please.
ways if you were actually opening up your biofilms. I mean, this is the biggest issue I think with infection, and I should have mentioned it even earlier, is that really like all these infections live in biofilms, and there's probably other infections and other things that are living in biofilms that we can't handle. So I think if you were breaking stuff down, or maybe even killing a little bit with the methylene blue, because the dosage you were getting to, right? If you were doing like 30 milligrams, 215s twice a day, so you were getting up to 60 milligrams, that's already the antimicrobial dosing, not just mitochondrial dosing. And I
Right.
wonder if you were two things, either stirring the pot and making things a little bit more like you're starting to kill, and then they were getting more activated. That's kind of one of the things that we see a lot. Or whether you started breaking down biofilms and you couldn't handle what was being released from the biofilms. So as you pull back on that stuff, you'll feel a little bit better. Things will calm down. And that may be why, right? So that's just my perspective, and I don't doubt the liver was being taxed too. I'm sure there was a combination of things, but I wonder,
Right.
and that's the challenge of using things like methylene blue. I'll do a much lower dosage if I want the cognitive stuff for patients. But as I start to go up in dosage, I have to make them aware that we're actually killing, and so I have to make sure that I'm also supporting them in other ways with the methylene blue. So generally, I might start somebody out again like 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams for cognitive stuff. I might get them up to 15 milligrams, maybe once a day, if it's again cognitive. But then, 25 twice a day, 50 twice a day. I've gone higher than that for patients that we've done this dapsone protocol, which is a protocol that Dr. Horowitz put together and published on. So a few patients that I've done the new dapsone protocol in, we're up to like 300 milligrams of methylene blue twice a day,
Wow.
which is a little. It's only a few days, but it's up there. But generally, if I'm going to
Right.
use it not in that protocol, and I'm going to use it in a protocol where I'm using herbs, I'm going to make sure I want people on clove, oregano, cinnamon, maybe peppermint, because that's going to help support the biofilms, but it also has activity against stationary phase Bartonella. I'm going to combine it again with the methylene blue. Then I'm going to do, I might do other things to help support. Because what I've learned actually is that methylene blue, if you go too high alone, you are maybe starting to kill and the body's not ready for it.
Sure, sure. And I was on
Oh,
Cryptopolis,
cryptolipsis.
and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this,
Yeah, yeah,
Houtinia or
Latina.
Hutuinia. Yeah, I mean, I'm still sorting some of this out, and I may actually check in with you, but the more I've reflected on this, I really didn't have much in the way of symptoms, and I think I was going a little bit overboard because I've seen this a few
Yeah.
other times where I'll start to have similar reactions that plus a elevated bun.
Uh,
So I think maybe I've just been putting too much stuff through the system. But I also take your point, right? Which is if someone starts having a reaction, they come off the antimicrobials, they feel okay, but then they
right,
start to regress. That would be very demonstrative of someone who needed the antimicrobial therapy.
right. Mm.
So a learning, but we'll see. But so you are finding methylene blue then is something worthwhile to
Yeah,
consider.
yeah. I think it has its place. I think you have to screen. It does interact with certain medications. You have to be careful, particularly with SSRIs
Also for the G6,
and
and maybe to
G6PD.
put this out there for people, the G6PD, that and high dose vitamin C, if you have a deficiency in this enzyme, it can be quite deleterious. So it's important, guys, don't go out and do either one of these without having a screening. And you can do that at LabCorp request. It's not hard to access
Yeah,
that
yeah, super,
test.
super easy. Right, and you need to know that because methylene blue, for all the good stuff that it can do, can cause hemolysis and sort of like exploding red blood cells, and that can happen if you have if you're a higher risk if you have G6PD deficiency. It can cause, even though it's a treatment for something called methemoglobinemia, it can cause methemoglobinemia also, which is that, your
Mm.
red blood cells have hemoglobin that carries oxygen. The red blood cells can start to produce this other compound called methemoglobin, which doesn't carry oxygen as well. So you get, low oxygen levels. So methylene blue at high dosages can do that, not typically the dosages you're talking about. So you have to be aware of side effects and you have to be aware of the other drugs like SSRIs and other psych meds you have to be careful combining.